Yo, what's up, y'all? We back on a Wednesday at the prestigious MBN Academy. It's your boy, Uncle Throw That.
Mar Mason.
And we're going to get right into it, man. The first game of the night was Newark versus Dale Castle. And surprisingly, Newark came out with the win. Newark only bought 5 players tonight, but apparently that was enough. They came in and all the things we were saying about Dale Castle being like physical, being tough, being all that, Newark was that times 2.
Yeah, it seems like Dale Castle wasn't really like locked in tonight. Not
They wasn't.
Lie. They was doing a lot of. It looked like a lot of unselfish basketball. It looked like they took a step back and just creating a lot of unnecessary turnovers.
Right.
Newark kind of played with a different type of pace. They was in much more control. They still had turnovers themselves, but once again, like you said, I would definitely count that as an upset.
Listen, and all that pace and control came from their point guard, Izzy.
Yeah.
Now, Izzy didn't score many points. He had 8 points tonight, but his control of the game was perfect. He was dribbling through he was doing everything he had to do. Because, respectfully, Newark don't have a lot of ball handlers like that. He's the only one.
Correct.
So, for him to be the only ball handler, he's getting double that half court. Everything you're supposed to do to deter a ball handler, they was doing it. But that didn't mean that. It's like he's so good, bro. I don't know, his pace and his control of the game is good.
He just gotta have a little bit more control. I mean, we known Izzy since he was young,
right?
Just like we known all these kids since they was young. And I mean, like if he takes it a step further as far as like taking the game a little bit more serious,
that's what it is.
Sometimes I can read the body language on players, and sometimes it might just get away from them. Like I really don't care that much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you are dealing with a real rebuilding program like Newark, they have a legend over there, Corey Wallace.
Okay.
So he's taking over that program.
Right.
He was a two-time sport athlete over there.
Shout out Corey Wallace, man.
Exactly. Not only that, he was first team All-State. So, up for all that, all them type accolades, you know what I mean? But once again, they have somebody that understands their program, that comes for their program, and he's really one of the ones that I think he could turn it around. If anybody can.
I want to take a moment to shout out Mahmoud Jallo. He won player of the game for that game. He hit a couple of clutch 3-point shots, and he ended the game with 12. They was he needed every bit of it. The game actually came down to an N1. So let's think. Dale Castle was up 38-36. And I don't know the kid name, forgive me, but I don't know his name. He came through, got the M1. That was the only points of the game. And tied the game up. It's on him. He make the free throw, they win. Stepped up, clutch, hit the free throw, and that's how Newark took it. Dale Castle had a big talking to from their junior Sethion, and he really laid into him. Yo, this is our junior year. We can't be fucking around. We lost all these games last year. We're not doing that this year. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need that.
That's good leadership.
For sure.
That's good leadership. But once again, that's a foot forward.
Right.
For Newark.
Absolutely.
For Newark.
And hopefully when they get their football players back, that's a sign of things to come. Moving on to
Auden Reed and Caravel.
All right. We actually so Auden Reed won that game pretty easily, I think. But it wasn't for me personally, it wasn't the typical stars that I was assumed was going to do their thing. I thought big fella number 15, what's his name? Tall guy, he be dunking everything and all that. Nate. Yeah, I thought Nate was going to really put his stamp on this, being as though he's a bigger player and Caravel don't really got much size like that. I thought he was really going I guess dominate. He did good though. He didn't do bad. He did good.
Yeah, I think a lot of them players they have their certain days, man. But it got to come down to being consistent.
Yeah, consistency is a big thing.
Consistent. You know what I mean? Whatever your game is, that's what you got to stick to.
Right.
You can evolve from that. But other than that, you can't get outside your game.
Right.
I mean, you can't do stuff that you usually don't do.
Yeah.
Especially in game. So, I know, players players like him, he'll just get better during the season, man. That's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
Especially when, you know what I mean, you working.
And Alden Reed hit a bunch of 3-pointers. So they got a lot of shooting from the outside. So I think that's what kept them afloat because Caravel couldn't make a thing. They was smoking layups left and right. I was sitting there with Howard, Bryson, Lane, and we were just sitting there talking like, yo, Caravel is like blowing layups, like back to back to back.
And you know what? The crazy thing is they did the same thing. I want to say maybe they was playing Odessa.
Right.
Maybe a week ago. But it was just like all these like missed layups.
So
it was just like all these missed layups, and it's like that's very unacceptable, especially from like the league guards.
Have you ever done that before? Like, have you had a stretch where it's like Caravel did everything right? They got to the rim, they got to their spots, they like got the shots that they wanted. You. You never had a stretch where you
No.
You never had a stretch where you would just like smoking layups?
Come on.
Okay, fair enough.
Crazy.
Fair enough.
That's religion.
So yeah, you right. You right.
We will be running.
Listen.
For days.
I'm telling you, we not. Yeah. I don't know, but Caravel, y'all had a rough shooting night tonight. I'll tell you that much. And it wasn't from lack of talent because, like I said, y'all was getting the shot that y'all wanted to get, but just couldn't connect.
They just gotta get better, man. And once again, it'll come with the season, but the season's right around the corner.
Right.
Right around the corner. We about to hit November quick.
Right.
So, I mean, hopefully, they get it together. But I definitely want to tap into the Odessa Chester game.
Ooh.
I didn't get to see a lot of game, but I know both teams pretty well. And the little bit that I did see, it was hard fought basketball.
For sure.
I'm talking about the energy was there. It was a lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff, but both them teams played with a lot of energy. The coaches, of course, they come with the energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, on both sides. So
it came down to one possession. Like you said, it was a real close game. The energy was like with Odessa. It just seemed like the energy is always there. Mm-hmm. Like no matter what the situation in the game is, it's always like a hype atmosphere, and that's a big contrast to a lot of teams that we've been seeing.
So I was talking to Dre before the game.
Uh-huh.
I wish we could have had him on here, man, but we'll get up with him another time.
Shout out Coach Dre. Come holler at us, man.
But, he's doing a great job over there. But one thing I was asking about was like, you know, leadership of your team right now. Like,
mm-hmm.
Who are you looking forward to like stepping up? And he said he had a few in mind.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to name them players, but I definitely can see a few of those players actually like stepping up,
right,
taking a step because we all know who they lost.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? So
their senior class was kind of stacked for. They had a couple, not stacked, but
they could have made a run.
Sure.
They lost to playoffs.
Yeah.
To Howard.
I mean,
they lost to Howard. And that was a crazy game. That was a crazy playoff game last year as well.
I wish I could have made it. I wish I could have made it.
Yeah, I was there. That was a crazy playoff game. Both teams played hard, but just like the direction that Odessa is going in, and that, you know, Coach Dre has them going in, it's looking good for them.
Right.
You know what I mean, they got a young core, but he get them to play some good basketball. They might be a team that you might not want to see in the playoffs.
Right.
You know
and again for Chester, Rodney Davis had another one of those games where it was like Mr. Do It All.
Special.
You know what I mean? He grabbing boards, making plays, running the floor, like he doing all the little things. I want to shout out Jason Demby because his on-ball defense was a big key to like shutting players like Turk and them down. Mm-hmm. He was a big key to a bunch of turnovers and stuff like that. Mayan come in with his unorthodox layups that he make every game. Mm-hmm. You know, so their bench is really deep over there at Chester, and what they doing, I like the direction that they going in too.
Yeah, Chester is another team that has like a young core. Mm-hmm. They still learning as they go on. But once again, one thing about Chester, they always gonna play hard and they always gonna play with energy.
Facts.
So you could definitely look forward to that.
All right, so let's go to our last game that we're gonna cover today, and that's Elkton versus Camden Eastside. Now, Camden Eastside was missing our guy, Bryson Hillman. Don't know where you at, but, get on the court soon. We love to see you out there.
Yeah, man. Get on soon, Bryson.
Elkton has been like, I don't want to, like we talked about it. They're not lucky. They just been the beneficiary of not getting the teams at their best.
Okay.
So when they played Conrad, didn't have their best players there. You know what I mean? And they kind of laid the hammer down. Camden Eastside didn't have their best player there. Elkton laid the hammer down. We don't listen. Y'all better come correct with Elkton on the court because they don't care who you bought. They don't care who missing. None of that. They going
out there. You gotta play.
That's out there. You gotta play.
It's not their fault that they don't have the teams that they're playing against doesn't have their best players at that time.
Right.
And they played. I mean, they play against some complete teams.
Yeah.
Because they're one of the teams that play twice a week at the Fall Classic. But
no, respectfully, no disrespect to Elkton. Y'all doing y'all thing, and that's just an observation I made. That's just
for sure. I mean, but it's one that we noticed because we're really tapped in.
Right.
But once again, they don't care. You got to be on that floor. If you're not on that floor, I'm not taking it easy on you, and that's one of the things I respect. You can't play to the level of competition.
Right. And at the end of the day, once they bring Low Man in off the bench, game over. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Once they bring Young Boy in, the game is over.
Yeah. I don't even think he's in high school.
I'm pretty sure he's not. I think he one of the coach's sons. I think they told me he was in like 8th grade or 7th grade, something like that. But yeah, once he get in the game, y'all know it's over. But is it time to introduce our special guests?
Yeah, that was the finale, man. We appreciate everybody that came out for Fall Classic, man. But we about to get into introducing some of our guys right now, man. Two big time players.
Listen, 2 of the state's best.
Yeah, 2 of the state's best.
You know what I mean? Introducing first 6'2", Bryson Lane, and coming down the aisle. You know what I mean?
What's up, fellas?
And joining us on the left, Vinny Starr. You know what I mean? Good to have y'all here, man.
Glad to be here.
Here, you take the mic. I'm just a.
I'm glad to be here.
Take this. So, I want to ask you guys, man, some of the stuff that, I really want to pick the brain of, like, some of the players, and you two being one of the leaders of your teams, of your respective teams. How do y'all feel about, like, last season, like how it ended for y'all, and then I want you to also talk about, like, where's the improvement from your teams, and what have y'all spoke about, amongst each other of how you're approaching the season, this upcoming season?
Bryce, you go first.
So, as far as the end of last season, I would definitely say we came up short against St. E's. It's not really where we saw ourselves, like, ending the season, but definitely we lost a lot of guys. Or not a lot, but we lost a good amount of guys. Lost some key pieces. We had Jeremiah graduated, Chase transferred, Caden transferred out. So just kind of telling guys that they got to step up. That was kind of the big talk that we had with certain guys, letting them know that their role is going to change. So, that's not easy, but it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of growth, because that kind of shifts, like, how the team is going to play, losing certain guys. So we definitely have had that talk. And we're looking forward to just, like, finding new leaders, finding new voices, like, not leaders, but who's going to, step into that role. So, yeah.
We talked about it in episode 1. Ghazi really stepping up into a role. Nick stepping up into a role. They're going to be big for y'all this season, I think.
Yeah, and that's one of the main guys that or 2 guys that I really had to talk with. I've had to talk with Ghazi personally once we found out about, Caden leaving, telling him that was kind of like his spot to go earn. You know what I'm saying? And ever since that, like, he's really had that hunger in his eye, working out, summer nights, all that. So, telling Mink.
I respect it. Respect it. You definitely got to continue being that leader, you know what I mean? You and Nick, because that's what everybody sees. That's what the state sees. But, like, just the leadership role alone, man, like, y'all just got to keep going. And I feel like, once again, y'all are always one of the favorite teams, but now it's, one of them times, like, get over the hump. How you feel, Vinny?
Last year we had a second round game against Smyrna, and that week prepping, we kind of like got in our head. It was like we walked in the game all cocky, we ended up losing. But during the game, it wasn't like nobody really stepped up, including myself. Like as a leader, nobody like really stepped up, like calm the game.
You had a lot of big games too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it came down to like know your personnel. Like if the big got the ball and I'm the point guard, I gotta go back and get the ball. So it came down to little things that really killed us. But this summer we took a lot. We did a lot of like rebuilding. Me and Jordan were the only like remaining starters, so we brought in Marcel. He's coming off the bench. He's a senior. He brings a lot of energy to the team, but he got me more vocal.
Yeah.
Like everyone on the team, he got me more vocal. And our bench, it's not like when you come off the bench, like any team, when we play other teams, like they're all hyped. They come in, they want to play, they're hungry to play. But our bench right now, we're a little like sluggish, we're a little slow. They think it's gonna be like handed to them. So we've been talking about that, and like they're like, I don't know how to like explain it, but some people feel like they higher than others. So like we had an incident this past fall, this fall where a player walked off, and it was like because he felt like he was above where everybody else was. So we're trying to like get on top of that because if that's during the season, we're not going to many games.
Yeah. So. And you mentioned Jordan. Well, Jordan is he's actually here, man. But shout out to Jordan, man, because I love how we talked about it last episode. How like he's really like stepping up for real. You know what I mean? We're seeing something different from him. And you, on the other hand, like you're raising your level of play. So I know both of y'all definitely complement each other real well. Where we done seen 20-point games from both of y'all. But other than that, I'm seeing the playmaking. I'm seeing the playmaking, and I think that's gonna. I know you talked about your bench, but even just as a whole with the playmaking, I think you guys gotta have the other guys to understand key roles. You know what I mean? Once players are playing a certain way and they're playing their game to benefit the team, that's when you really win.
Yeah, like we were talking with Coach McLean. Coach McLean was he brought up a good point where everybody feels like basketball you have to score the ball.
Exactly.
Like if you're a big, like not all bigs like can score the ball around the arc. So most of your points are gonna come from inside, but most bigs are there to set screens and get rebounds. So it's like most of our team feels like if they come in, they have to put up 10 shots. They have to score, but that's not everyone's role. So.
No, that's a fact.
Bryson, what do you think the key is to get back to the Bob? For y'all team personally, like, what do you think y'all got to step? Cause you said you lost a lot of seniors. Well, not like you said, not a lot of seniors, but y'all lost some senior leadership. And you, Dom, and Nick are like the big three over there now. And like, what do you think y'all have to do to like reclaim that spot at the Bob?
Number one thing I think we got to do is really just buy in. You know, I think like every year we kind of listen to what Coach Matthews is saying, but I don't think the team fully like buys in. And I think that's
y'all buy in.
Like I think that we buy in to certain points, you know what I'm saying? So like it's certain like things like certain parts about discipline that like games like St. E's where we do lose games, you know, we aren't bought in all the way, you know what I'm saying? So it's certain points in that game where we could be following the game plan and then we go off track because we feel like we got it. You know what I'm saying? It's just trust, I feel like. And also just showing up, you know? Showing up, not scoring the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's effort. So even if you're not scoring the ball, I feel like everybody's giving that maximum effort. That's going to be the difference maker because we got the team to do it. You know what I'm saying?
It goes back to, like, I guess, like, what Vinny was saying earlier, how they, like, came into the game and they was being a little bit cocky. You know what I mean? So I can see that happening from a lot of teams in the state. You know what I mean? All over, but especially here because, you know what I mean, we're here. But it's just, at the end of the day, man, you guys can't play. I mentioned it earlier. You can't play to the level of competition. If you already feel as though, like, you're already better than teams, then you got to go out there and handle business. Same way how you handle business the last win, it's got to be the next one.
Yeah, and one more thing I wanted to say. I also watched the other recap, and I agree with what I was saying. That's the other thing. We start off very slow. Like, it's a lot of games we start off real slow. So I think that putting ourselves in that hole, because don't get me wrong, we're a real great second-half team, but we got to be a full-game team. We can't just be a second-half team. So that's not going to cut it when it comes to them good teams, like them really good teams.
I mentioned that to y'all before. You know what I mean? So that's very big. I'm just big on everyone coming out with that energy. It's like, it's hard. You could be a second half team, but that's easier said than done. That's hard. try and play back in the second half.
Yeah.
Man, a lot of people done already been beat.
The problem with that is, like, all right, if we losing by like 12 or whatever, I think we can win. You think we can win, but you think we already lost. So but that's half our team. Like, two of us over here think we already lost. So that's half our team right there. We can't really do much.
On top of that, it's like that last, like, that certain stretch at the end of the game when you're supposed to be able to play conservative, we can't do that. We still trying to run and gun. We trying to fight. So it's like teams can play conservative now. So now we playing in their hand. Right. Our game is really like making everybody play in our hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got to get the cards that we dealt. So when we land teams kind of set the tone and like push the narrative for the game, I think that's where we kind of fall sometimes.
So let me ask y'all. Let me ask you this: What are your personal goals for yourself? Because we all have personal goals for ourselves, and I don't want you to be ignorant to that. You know what I mean? I don't want you to ignore that. We have personal goals, and then once again, what are your team goals? Like, elaborate on it. I want you to go first.
Personal goals, I'm trying to hit 1,000 for me.
How close are you?
Like 300 away.
Okay.
Sheesh. Yeah. Okay.
I made first team all conference last year, but I'm trying to make all state.
Yes.
And this might not, like, you're not gonna get something for this, but I'm just trying to be a leader, like a better leader overall for my team to like help out the young kids, because we got a transfer from St. Mark's, and he was like, you and Jordan made me feel comfortable because like y'all lead the team, so like any team should be like that. Like there should be a leader that makes everyone comfortable.
Yep.
That's big. Bryson, what about you?
Personally, I think it's crazy. I was talking to somebody today about this. They was like, last year, gotta make it count, just the one. And I was like, yeah, I'm not even worried about nothing personally for real, but I would say just making sure I go to college, you know what I'm saying? Making sure I go to college, play basketball and academics, and probably just making sure my name is known. I'm not really worried about like a list, all state and first like conference and all that. That would be great, you know what I'm saying? But just kind of showing that I was able to contribute to the team. I'm worried about the team goal more than anything. Like, I would give up Gatorade Player of the Year. I would give up first state as long as we win the championship. That's really all I've been worried about.
Yeah, bro. Yes, sir. Yes,
Chip
sir.
Buzz. So, Vinny, I noticed a shift in your game last year. Like, I want to say, like, I didn't see a lot of Conrad games last year, but the ones that I did see, you was in your bag, and that's carrying over into the summer. That's carrying over into the fall league. Like, you really got a lot of confidence in your game. What changed?
Probably just like the talks with a bunch of coaches I've had, like my AAU coach, Coach Kev. He coaches at Del Val. He watched some of our games. He came to the St. E's game that you were at, and he was saying like, I played down to my competition. So it was like when we played the big teams, I played way harder. So like I had to keep the same energy for all those games. But just having talks with like old teammates like J3 and Jill, they were on me like, it's your last year, it's your last 2 years. You need to like play, give it all you got. So that every game I walked in and gave it my all. And this year's gonna be the same.
My boy J3, man.
Hey, J3, what you doing, my boy? So, what else we got for you? I'm trying to think of something on the spot for y'all. More, you got anything?
Yeah. I mean, I got a lot for them.
Okay.
Nah, but I know we talked about, and it's so I like how you talked about how you would give up all that. First team, you know what I mean, second team, whatever, all state, doesn't matter. Gatorade Player of the Year, as long as you win a chip. As long as you win a chip. How far do both of y'all see yourself going, and what do you think is going to take for you to actually get there?
You want to go first? You want me to go? As far as like championship wise, right?
As far as anything,
As far as I mean, I know that's it.
I think it's just a mental thing, We only play 20 games throughout the season, but that's still a lot of basketball. Like, just going up like every other day we playing the game. So definitely mental first. It all starts in practice. Them sloppy practices going to turn into sloppy games. So I think it's just preparation and just knowing what we got. Not trying to go out there and force nothing that we don't have or we know we're not going to produce, but just staying even keel, like with our heads, and just making sure that we know the plan and we know the job. Because I think the best thing about us, I think, is we have 7 to 8 guys that could all start right now. So just knowing that everybody gonna get their shine. Playing in all these fall leagues, we've been playing all summer, but Like, a dude might have 20 points every once in a while. I think Coach Matt said it, like, after the Odessa game. We don't have no 20-point scorer. We got a dude that's going to have 15, another guy 10, 12. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of like the mix-up that we have, I think as long as we know that we have each other's backs, I think that's what's going to get us over that hump.
Nah, for sure. And I like how Coach Matt did say that for real, because it's sometimes everyone can just get caught up in the scoring aspect and really don't understand, like, tonight might not be your night, and that's okay. But if you're making an extra pass, there we go. That's all we need. You know what I mean? So it's like setting screens or doing whatever you need to do for the team. That's winning mentality. A lot of players, hate to say it, but they don't have winning mentality. They don't understand what it takes to win, because their mind is already one-dimensional. It's like, I'm already trying to get 20 plus. I'm trying to get 30. I'm trying to get 30. It's like, yo, you don't need that. And especially especially when I talk about the breakdown about scoring, you know what I mean? So a lot of players don't really understand how to score, and they don't know how to get to the free throw line. That plays a big part in scoring. That's putting pressure on the defense. You know what I mean? So,
And just getting on the boards, too. Like, I think we got a high-motor guy that I'm ready to see play, like, a lot this season, which is Zion Henderson-Conkey, junior at our school. So, you know, he's one of them guys. He's really buying in. Like, he understands what he has to do. And ego getting to him.
for sure.
He's been playing. He's playing football, too. So, he's still, like, fighting to make sure that he makes it to these fall league games to still kind of play with us, you know?
Yeah.
So, that just shows me something. Like, that shows, like, a dedication to me that I could trust him.
Yeah.
So.
Mind repeating the question?
Repeating it.
How
So
far?
basically, like, how far do you plan on getting to, and what's it going to take? Like, what are you willing to do?
I'm willing to do anything, but I feel like as a team, it's going to take the little things, like showing up to practice on time, making sure you're ready for practice, going 150% in every rep, whether that be the weight room, practice, conditioning, like anything. Because I feel like most teams, they practice, but they don't practice like they want it. Like, they walk into games like, oh, like, I could score the ball, but in practice, if you're just chucking up shots, like, you're going to end up playing like that. So, like, everyone has to give 100% in practice so it could translate into the game. And I feel like if we do that, then we can go pretty far this year.
Like that. I think that's all I got for y'all, man.
All right.
I'm
Yo,
looking
this was a
forward-
good talk, yo. I appreciate y'all coming through.
Looking forward to y'all. You know we're gonna be at some of them games, man. Some of the main games. I ain't gonna be nowhere where y'all gonna be blowing people out. I ain't coming in on them games.
Yeah.
Now, you're going to be surprised. You're going to think it's a big game. It might be a blowout.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, man.
Hold up. I got one more.
Okay.
One more thing. Hold up.
Okay.
Cause I got two of the best players here
Two of the best players.
in the state.
In the
So
state.
look, this is what I want to know. Who are you looking forward to playing this year? Give me a couple teams you're looking forward to playing.
You go first.
So, it's towards, like, the end of the season. End of the season. We're, like, 2/3 through the season. We got a week. It goes, it's Thursday, we play Sanford. And then the following week, we come back, we play M-Town on Monday, SG on Wednesday, and Sally's on Friday.
That's a gauntlet, bro.
Yeah. It's not a lot of time to prep for each one, but if we take one game at a time and don't overthink walking in, I think we'll be all right.
That's a
Dang,
gauntlet.
did we make
Yeah.
all three of them games?
Mind you, before they was trying to hurt us and put it M-Town, SG, and Sally's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, but I'm really looking forward to those games and St. Mark's second game of the season. If Coach Lonnie heard that, at St. Mark's.
Yeah.
What about you?
A couple games I'd probably say is definitely St. George's in the Votech tournament, because I know that, you know, playing Josh, a high-rated player, that brings a lot of eyes.
Is that at your home?
I think it is. The tournament, I think, is at Howard. So, yeah, you know, he brings a lot of eyes to the gym. So, just showing what I could do right there, that's everything for me. And then I would definitely say probably Dover and Penn, because we got an away game at Penn on, I think it's a Thursday, and then we have that same week, we have Dover on a Sunday. I think that it's located right now at Del Tech. I don't know if it's going to change, but yeah, I feel like Dover is definitely a team that I'm glad that we get to play this year. We get that shot at them just to see that in the season because we always have the scrimmages and stuff like that, but we haven't gotten a chance to really. Yeah, we haven't. So that's one I'm definitely looking forward to.
It's funny you bring up Dover because their style of basketball reminds me of y'all style of basketball.
It does.
It does, for real. And I think that'd be a really good matchup. That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, and then one more is I don't know who we play yet. They haven't announced it, but the 2 games that we have at the Governor's Challenge, because we've done Florida my freshman year, and then South Carolina the next 2. So just hopefully we get like a Maryland team. I like to play gritty teams. That kind of brings out a whole type of dog type of way of the game. So that's the type of games I like. So I hope we definitely get like a Maryland team, maybe somebody else, and then definitely the D1 showcase. So shout out Trent for setting us up with that. So yeah, so shout out him for getting us in there, and I'm just excited to see who they match us up with for that too. I think it's at Sally's too. So yeah.
All right, so just to wrap it up, man, I got just one more for y'all, man. Give me your top 10 teams in the state. Give me your top 10 teams in the state.
All right. It's not in order. It's not in order.
No
but
order. It don't gotta be in order.
I say Howard, Dover, M-Town, Penn, Sally's. Who else? Definitely say. I think Seaford could sneak in there a little bit. I've been seeing them this summer. Who else? I like Smyrna. I definitely like Smyrna. They've been hooping. Milford. I know they got the Bacon twins, so I know they're gonna show a little some. Who else we got? I'm trying to think, man. It's a couple other Gunners.
Dang, you missed 2.
Who I miss?
I thought you was gonna say St. George's.
I ain't say St. George's. I thought I said SG. Yeah.
I ain't hear that.
I thought I said St. George's. My bad. With St. George's too. And then, man, I ain't gonna change it off one game, but I was liking the way Delcastle was kind of flowing a little bit, like through the fall league. They was playing pretty good.
Sally's?
I said Sally's already. Yeah, I did. I said Sally's. Sally's was in the first 6 that I said.
You see Patton?
Nah, they gonna be. I think they gonna be solid, but you know what I'm saying. You can't really. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to really say anything off of them young guys because I haven't seen any fall league games. On top of that, you never know with like freshmen in the season because I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? So
we just I want to hear y'all 10 though. I want to hear y'all 10.
I think.
I like that. Come on, man. You up, man. You up.
Ready? Conrad.
For sure.
SG, Sally's, Middletown, Howard, Smyrna. Damn, can't think of anybody.
You don't like Sanford? Nah.
I feel like they lost their key players.
I feel you.
But they still got that point guard though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw Sanford in there.
Have you seen Milford play at all?
We played them in fall league. We lost by 2, but it was just like a slow game. We were both making too many mistakes. I couldn't really.
You don't respect that.
Nah, I feel like if we played like a real game, because the halves thing don't like. I feel like they don't like.
Yeah,
it's just running
there's
clock.
not a lot of adjustments.
We waste so much time with the running clock.
Yeah.
We don't get to play.
Yeah.
So like 7, 6.
You got 7. Because you threw Sanford in there.
You don't like Penn?
Oh, I do like Penn. My bad.
You said M-Town already.
Yeah. I can't really think of anybody else. What am I missing? Appo? No.
You say Seaford?
Seaford. Is Cape nice?
You know, I was looking the other day because
seen Cape play last year.
They was already last year.
they only lost one guy.
Still had a football player?
They still got Jameson. They only lost. They got the little guard, the little dark skin guard too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We played them this year too down at the beach.
Yeah.
I like Cape up there.
Okay,
They're a solid
that's
team.
it. I mean, I listen. I like Cape. I seen them. I
haven't seen them play.
I seen them play Sanford last year. I seen them play. They lost in the playoffs.
Right. You don't hear a lot about them, but
Because they so far.
yeah, they all the way down there.
But they was. I mean, I don't know the kid, but he was so athletic. I mean, the point guard is.
You talking about number 4 for athletic, light skinned kid?
I think they was telling me he was a football player.
Yeah, that's their quarterback. It's Jameson Tingle. Yeah, that's my boy. He
was flying in, you know what I mean? Hey, yo, shout out to you if you watching this, man.
Yo, shout out to you, James.
Yeah,
Doing your thing, man. keep doing your thing. But
Well, you was about to say something. You said
Oh.
you were looking at a schedule or something.
Oh, cause we played them down at the beach.
Okay.
And like I think it's January 6th. Now it's a regular game. We played them. So I was kind of looking at their roster and all that. They lost like one guy, so they had a lot of 26 and 27s. They got this one dark skin guard. I think his name like Steven or something. Shout out to him. He can hoop.
Yup.
He can go.
That's the point guard I'm talking about.
He can
right?
go.
Yeah.
And he like yay big. Like he's short for real, but he
Like them downstate games, but they be
Yeah.
too far.
yeah they be real far.
That'd be too far.
They be real far.
Right,
Yeah,
like a
man,
home.
that wraps it up, man. This was the finale, man. Shout out to everybody that came out to the Fall Classic, man. Shout out to my guys for coming through, man. You know what I mean? But that's a wrap, man. That's a wrap.
It's over. It's been a long season, but I'm glad y'all stuck with us. Thank y'all. Peace.